Hey guys, it's your boy OZ420CT bringing you my new series, The Verdict. Now I know most of you know me from my Destiny Year 1 content and like weeks upon weeks of Xur updates, but Destiny started becoming a job more than a game. And I already have a job, so I took a break, played a ton of other games, and I want to talk to you guys and gals about some of them and kind of give you my verdict. So today I'm calling to the stand Black Ops 3. Now the Call of Duty series goes all the way back to 2003 with Infinity Ward developing and of course Activision publishing. Now this lasted until 2006 when our boys at Treyarch got the job to develop Call of Duty 3, which is probably my least favorite and I think a lot of people would agree, but that's a totally different episode. Now their next crack at Call of Duty, World at War, in 2008 brought us a new to the franchise game mode. You might have heard of it, it's called Zombies, and people absolutely went nuts. So much that it remained a staple in Treyarch Call of Duty games, and left me bleeding out on the floor more times than I can remember. Sorry guys. So 2 years later, in 2010, we get the 7th installment of Call of Duty Black Ops. What's special about this one is the first Call of Duty game to take place during the Cold War. It also features, I think, maybe 1 or 2 Vietnam levels. Really neat. 2 years later, and another franchise first, we get Black Ops 2, and we get thrust into the future. And if you guys are Call of Duty fans like I am, the future could not come fast enough. Because even though Black Ops 2 was, and it is a great installment, gamers were really burned out on the franchise. It was panned by critics and fans alike for weak games like Call of Duty Ghost and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And after playing those two, I was very, very apprehensive about Black Ops 3. But thanks to Defresh 1031, I got pulled back into the firefight again. Releasing on November 12th, 2015, and toting one of the coolest limited editions since the working night vision goggles that came with Modern Warfare 2, the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Juggernog Edition, which came with a freaking mini fridge and coasters. Huh. Anyway, for me, this game really revived the franchise, and this bad boy comes with more content than you can shake a combat knife at. Along with the campaign, zombies, and some really cool new multiplayer modes, you get free run mode, where you can put your new wall running abilities to the test with tough as nails time trials that actually have leaderboards so you can compare with your friends. Arena, which is a more competitive multiplayer experience, kind of cuts out things. You can vote on what equipment can be used. Nightmares, a full story-based zombies campaign. It does use some of the campaign environments, so if you're playing Black Ops 3 for the first time, I would probably say to play the campaign and then the Nightmares, unless you really don't care about the campaign. Because of those reused environments. So along with that, within the campaign, you have your safe house, where you can build your classes and change your cores to give you different abilities. And in that safe house, which is basically your jumping off point from mission to mission, you have combat immersion, where you can build your class and participate in essentially a horde mode that's kind of round based. It's really neat, a lot of fun. And did I mention 4-player co-op campaign with a whole new difficulty setting, which is realistic. If you thought veteran was tough, you haven't seen tough. All this equals to one of the best Call of Duty experiences in a while, and one of the best values in a game I've seen in a while. So let's talk about the good. For me, it's the mind-melting amount of customization. Just the camos. You have camos for your campaign. You have camos that you unlock in multiplayer, of course. You have camos that you unlock in zombies, and you can use these across all the different game types. The same goes for the reticles with your reflex sight and your recon sights. You can use one from zombies on multiplayer. You can use it in creative class in the campaign. It's really, really neat. And a super cool feature is the paint jobs. So you can put a little art on your gun, maybe an emblem. I did a Dead Orbit CUDA, check that out. Or you can just throw a fuck you on the side of your sniper rifle. It looks really sweet in the kill cams when you know that that son of a bitch is wondering where you are, and he watches that kill cam and he just sees a fuck you running down the side of your sniper rifle as you're chambering another round. It's really satisfying. And you know, I can spend hours just playing around painting my arsenal and matching it with camos and creating cool emblems. And it's just really satisfying to have that unique weapon and, you know, be running around in multiplayer with it. You know, even if everybody isn't looking at it, you know it's there. And it's really neat. So now the bad. I'll start with what is probably a minor complaint. The specialist system. So in multiplayer, you get to pick from 9 different characters as you level up. They each have 2 specialties each, like bows, active camo, these really gnarly gravity spikes that kind of do a Titan Fist of Panic. Really cool mechanic that it brings to multiplayer. But what I don't like is that if I want to rock a bow, let's say, as my specialty, I'm stuck as a woman. It's a minor thing, I'm not trying to come off sexist, but it just, I would have liked to have been a guy. It would have been nice to pick a character model and then a specialty. I'm hoping that they remedy that in future, you know, future Black Ops games, if there's going to be any more. Now my big complaint. This is what I really don't like. The black market and Call of Duty points. So while you're playing multiplayer, you'll gain crypto keys. Love crypto keys, which you can purchase from the black market, common and rare supply drops. These guys have weapon camos, calling cards, more decals for emblem editor. I mean, all kinds of cool stuff. Or you can buy Call of Duty points with real world money. And if you've ever had a conversation with anybody I know with me about the current state of video games, there's one thing I can tell you: I don't like no microtransactions. You know, I'm from the days before DLC, when you had to ship a game complete. Now they want $60 for, you know, the game, $60 for the season pass. Then once you get all that, they want to nickel and dime you. You know, $2 here, $5 there, get a $10 pack of coins. And, you know, it's just not something I like. We'll save that whole rant for, you know, a different day. But I'm not saying don't support the black market Call of Duty points thing, but, you know, just think twice and watch it add up. Okay, guys, the verdict. So this game got a Metacritic score of 81. And the guys over at IGN gave this bad boy a 9.2. As for me, I felt like it really breathed life into what is almost a dead franchise. And it probably brought more game modes to the table than the average gamer has time to play through. So I'm giving Call of Duty Black Ops 3 4 Captain Prices out of 5. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to give a shout out to my clanmates, the Guards of Leo. You guys have been super supportive of me making these videos, especially with the Year 1 Destiny content. I hope you guys like this. Another special shout out to DFresh1031 for hooking me up with the game. If not for him, this video wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't ever probably play Black Ops 3. So special shout out to him and a big thank you. And a big thanks to everybody watching. And I'm going to sign this one out the way I always did. Until next time, we'll see you in the tower.